Welcome, everyone, to Falcon BMS. It's been a minute since I've got it in VR, but here we are. Here we are. Let's get the campaign up here. Let's get the clock stopped. All right, yeah, we're still at 4.37. Now, this mission is an Oka strike on an airfield in Quail. So the Quail airbase we will be attacking today. There are no AAA threats that we're aware of through intel. Nothing going on here. So pretty quick and easy. Just barely over the flat line. Again, well, the hope is it's not going to be too crazy. We may know how this turns out. But anyway, their intel says that there is a squadron of Su-25s that are based here. So we're going to strike this base and stop them from operating in the AO. Now, since Russia's involvement into this conflict, been seeing a lot of Su-30s, Su-33s, and all that good stuff. A couple of J-20s, a couple of Gen 5 fighters that were floating around over here. Not a lot of action or activity on the west side. So the hope is that we won't run into anything, any threats. If so, I'll just sick the wingmen on them. What's this? An IL-78? Yeah, okay. Alright. Now, let me check the intel, because we should have been resupplied recently. Oh, so next resupply is 9 o'clock Zulu time, which it's 9:45 Zulu. We should be seeing C-130 or something headed our way. Ooh, a C-17. Maybe we'll get a C-17 headed our way to resupply us of aircraft and material and ammunition and all those good things. All right. Let's go. Let's see. Sierra Hotel. Oh, so it looks like just about everybody in this fighter squadron has gone missing or has died, because I have 9 air-to-air kills and Lieutenant Morris only has 2. Okay. Now air power. Okay, air power. We're doing okay. What's the force levels looking like then? Air defenses. Where's aircraft? Yes, they had a big jump and lost a lot. Okay. So we should be okay. So they got resupplied. We're not doing so good. What about fuel? We're using up a lot of fuel. Air bases. Well, that's about to go down even further. Ground vehicles. Finally, okay, so we're just about even with ground power. In our defenses, well, they got some reinforcements there, but we'll see. All right, let's go back to the mission schedule. Hit the briefing. Let's see. Runway threshold. Okay. Okay, so the flight's call sign is Plasma 1, so I will be Plasma 1-1. And then the rest will be 1-2, 1-3, 1-4. We are the only ones in our package. So takeoff time is 10:13, which we have the time just where we want it. Let's see. Altitude of 18,000 feet for the strike. We'll be a lot lower than that. All right, intra-flight comms is 15. Common is 14, regular comms ladder 6 is tactical, Dragnet 3 is our eyes on the sky. IFF, no need to worry about. Link 16, we'll work that out later. So the weather's going to be poor. Oh, the target area is going to only be like 1,000 feet base. We're going to be really low. Really low. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be on the deck. Alright, so there we are. Dragnet 3 is our AWACS, Dragnet 1 is our J-Stars, and then Copper 1 is the tanker. Gotcha. So we're looking for an E3 operating 50 nautical miles southwest of Suwon City. Okay. We won't need ground movement, so maybe we won't get Dragnet 1. But let's look for Dragnet 3, and let's see, 5 knots at 234. We'll have a little bit of a crosswind. Okay, so here's our loadout. We have, instead of GBUs, the proper Durandals, the BLU 107, so we'll have to configure those just a little bit. 2 heaters, 2 slammers, jammer pod, and a nav pod on the left hard point, so I'll have to power that up. Will I need it? Probably not. Do I know how to use the nav pod? Not really. It's been such a long time since I've even used it, and I think I'll probably need to go back to Fizka's Fighties, that YouTube channel, to get me back up to speed on that. Okay, so that's what we've got, and then 2 bags of fuel. Fantastic. With our data cartridge, we will update the Link 16 plan, IFF plan, comms plan. Now for Link 16, to get our donor STN for AWACS, so that we can link up with them, or at least see what they see. Should be under command and control. That's recon patrol. Let's see. This is an E3 Dragnet 3. There we are. And then his STN is 7677 for Link 16. We'll get our data cartridge for our donor. So it'll be, what was it? Where's my number pad? Ah, there it is. Okay. It was 7677, and then we add 1 because he's number 1 in his flight package and the only one in his flight package. And then if we wanted to, we could probably locate Dragnet. Oops, wait. That's Dragnet 3, yeah, so Dragnet 1. Oop. It's magic. It's Dragnet 5. Dog 6. I almost thought that said Bob. Okay, nope. There's Dragnet 1. And he has an STN of 5262. So we could technically add him, see what we get with that. We'll add 5262 and then again number 1 because he's the first aircraft in his flight. Or at least in his package if there was more. Like if I wanted to link up with Hog 7, some F-15s, their STN would be 3432. And if I wanted to link up with them for their half cap, their Link 16 would basically be 34321, 34322 for aircraft number 1 and aircraft number 2, if that makes sense. But this is where you can find all of the STNs that you want to add to your Link 16. And then do not hit L16 plan because it'll blank out those 2 donor STNs that I just added. It'll just add the STNs for your flight / your package. So we'll save that. And I want to just double check the briefing because sometimes it'll switch up. Okay, so intraflight's still 15. Alright, I think that does it for briefing and setup. I'll show you what I'll do with the Durandals, how I set those up. For this one, yeah, since we're going to be flying pretty low on this mission, yeah, that might be, yeah. Anyway, let's see, so data cartridge loadout briefing, we're all done with that. Let's go ahead and get in the pit, see what's what.
Dragnet 5, radar contact, bullseye 27178, 24,000. Dragnet 5, radar contact, bullseye 05969, 21,000.
All right. Here we are in the pit. Okay, I think that's it. We'll close the canopy first. Okay. And then RPM. We'll wait till it gets to about 25% for the block 50. Secondary caution light went out. And 25 will get the throttle out of its detent. Watch it spool up and make sure we don't burn out. And that is why I close the canopy first, because sometimes the battery can't handle both at the same time. So do one, do the other. Okay, so far so good. The turbine internal temperature, okay. It's leveling out. Cooling off. It looks like it's stable. Get avionics up. Radar altimeter, FCR. We're only going to turn on the left hard point because that's where the nav pod is. And no reason to turn on the right hard point because nothing's on it. Usually the... what is that thing called? The targeting pod is on the right hard point. Okay. We've got RWR turned on and everything. External. Now these are just the external lights. Okay. What's next? Testing. So we do probe heat and make sure... Okay, nope. Test probe heat and probe heat. Leave that on. Fire detect. Engine fire. Overheat. And oxy low on the right eyebrow for the block 50.
Dragnet 3-1, sunrise.
Okay, that went out. I don't know where the oxygen... Oh, it might be on that panel.
Pull up.
All lights.
Altitude. Warning. Jammer. Counter. Shaft. Flare. Low. Out.
Okay.
Lock. IFF. Caution. Bingo. Data.
And run the flick a spit test. Let's get that up. We'll ask Tower to get rid of the EPU safety pin. So it looks like the cloud base may be even lower over the target area. It's kind of low here. I guess we can check our wings. Oh, that was quick. It passed the test. Good. FCR has about 6 seconds left to go, and then we have our INS alignment that we're waiting on. Okay. The data cartridge ready to go. So these are the test faults from the Flickus and a couple of the error codes, which I'm not 100% familiar with. I know it's somewhere in the manual that you can look. But I'm not that curious. I'll just go ahead and turn on our panel for countermeasures because, well, last time, I forgot. Alright, let's try the EPU gen. We will, what is that, EPU gen? Bloop. We'll keep that on. Increase the throttle. Right. Here's the test, and we can confirm that power is getting to the flight control system, so we'll back that off. So that's our emergency power generator, or emergency power unit. Just in case we lose electrical systems, we can flick that on and get our flight control systems back. Potentially, if the engine is still running. Oh. Turn that to nav. Excellent. We will clear. Go to the data cartridge. Load it up. Switch it to upfront controls. And again, the data cartridge is just loading up weapon systems, Link 16. Doggone, what are the other things? Well, it tells you here the MFD setups and all the data that we set up in briefing and comms. Okay, so Link 16 is the outlier here. What do we got? Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to try one more time because I goofed it up. I think that's the only thing I forgot. Oh, there you go. It says Link 16 initializing required. Okay, great. Now let's see if it'll actually load. There we go. Now we got Link 16 up and running. Woo! Okay.
Right hit, 1-1, sunrise.
Let's get to our nav. Alright, HUD, right, forgot about that. Comm 1, we'll go to ground. Comm 2, we will change to channel 15. For intraflight, let's get the QNH from tower.
Plasma, 1-1, Kunasan, Q, page 3022.
3022. Okay. QNH done. Alright, now we're seeing Link 16 do its thing. I'm not going to turn on the jammer pod until I get into the air because I don't want to expose the ground crew to radiation. Okay, so we did the comms with IFF. 7254. There we go. So the backup panel is ready to go just in case. When's our takeoff time? 10:13. Okay, so I'm doing okay. Let's see if we can. Okay, yeah, the Avionics is working with the VR headset. Let's go to RCL. Sequence over. Get the initializing. I think it's. Let's see, home. We'll see. Nope. Nope. Oh, maybe it's page down. Right. Page up or page down? Page up. Okay, good alignment. Then we'll finish up the Avionics alignment when we get in the air. Because it uses the FCR cursor. Alright, I think that's everything I need to... Nope. I have time. So let's go to air-to-ground mode. We'll go to SMIS for our stores. And there are our BLUs. I can't remember if it's nose or nose and tail. I'm going to say nose tail because there is a nose fuse and then the rocket. So I'm just going to be safe with nose and tail. Yeah, we're going to do singleton and the ripple. There it is. So ripple, we have 6 of them. So we'll press 6, enter. That way when we hold pickle, it'll just drop all 6. And the spacing right now is 175 feet. And for a 3,000 foot-ish runway, or 3,000 plus foot runway, maybe 3,000. Okay. So why don't we do... Let's place it at 450 feet. Enter. 450 feet for each one to drop. We're going to go pretty fast, so they're going to drop pretty fast. And then we'll go to the control page. And we'll go to Cat 1. And for Cat 1, this is the arming delay for the BLU. So I want the arming delay to be set at 1 second at the minimum, because we're going to be so low. And then the maximum arming delay, we'll set it to 2 seconds. Press enter. At the maximum. Again, we're so low, and I want these things to activate quickly, so they're not just flying in the sky for too long, and they don't bounce off the runway without exploding. And then I'm not going to mess with the release angle on the profile. And that's it. And actually, when we're in the air, we'll switch it to CCIP. We'll get that nice little dangling pickle to give us a visual of where the bombs are headed. Alright, let's go to the storage jettison page. And we'll get the fuel tanks on the storage jettison page if need be. Switch back to the HSD, back out of air-to-air or air-to-ground mode. We'll go to air-to-air mode, and we'll go back to the SMIS page to verify that we have 2 slammers, the AIM-120s, 2 heaters, and that's it. And the gun is, we don't really need to worry about the gun. Yeah, I just want to make sure that's selected, so we'll back out of master air-to-air mode, verify that we are in nav mode on the HUD. We're at 10:05, nope, 10:06, about to hit 10:07, and let's call tower. We should be ready to take off, so press taxi for departure.
Plasma 1, 4 ship, F-16s, request taxi.
Good evening, Plasma 1. You are number 1 for departure.
Ooh.
Taxi, Papa, Echo, and then hold short, runway 18.
Papa Echo, runway 18. Alright. And brake check. We have our nose wheel steering on. Nose wheel steering. I actually just took a guess. Runway 18 should be this way. Man, the clouds are low. In the first few days of this campaign, I knew that we were going to get spoiled because weather was coming in on the forecast within the first week. I don't know if it even clears up for the rest of the campaign. So Papa Echo, or right, Papa Echo, how she said? Alpha Papa Echo. So this is Alpha, that's Papa. So we're going to turn to the right. That red sign out there, runway 18 is on the right side. And then runway, I think 36 is on the other, or 35. And again, I tested that just using the HUD. If I'm pointing this way, that's not heading 180. I guess we'll put the taxi lights on. It's getting dark. And we should be able to get in and out before night, or we should be able to get in by sunset, and we'll probably be landing in the nighttime. And we'll see if anything happens in the nighttime. I heavily doubt it. We got a 15s coming in. Ooh, I probably should tell the flight that we're going to put number 3 in the slot for takeoff, so we all take off at the same time.
Plasma 11, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 9230.
Okay. 3. And before we do that, let's get it's R, yeah, flight. Yeah, so we have 3 in the slot and a 4-ship takeoff.
Plasma 1, line up. 4-ship 3 in. 2, 3,
4.
Okay, good. And then we'll tell tower that we're ready to go.
Plasma 1, 4-ship F-16s, ready for departure. Rumble 6-1, contact ground, switch to 273-525.
That's the F-15.
Plasma 1, hold short.
Okay. They know we're here. Oh yeah, we could go to the underground mode. Instead of the TGP, we can put on the TFR. And the TFR is, goodness gracious. That's the nav pod. Let's see. What was it? This...
Rumble 6-2, contact ground, switch to 273-525.
Can't remember which one it is. It might be this one that... Yeah, I can't remember which one it was that turns on... Oh. Maybe the one that says Fleer? Ugh. So we can put it in standby
Plasma
mode for
1, Kunsan Tower, weighing 240 at 3 knots, runway 18. You're cleared for takeoff.
now. Alright. Heck, I think even in nav mode I can get the TF4, because I don't have a weapon page that's needed. So brake here, we'll turn nose wheel steering off. We'll turn the landing light on. There's 2. Number 3 is going to line up in the slot. Good, and then we're just waiting on number 4. Tower might say something about it. Be like, what's wrong with your departure? Expedite. Okay, there's number 4. Alright, let's turn and burn and get out of here. Airspeed's alive, off the peg. And we're a little bit heavy. So we're going to rotate at 180 knots. We're up, gear up. I just take out some throttle because I don't want to burn up all of our fuel.
Plasma 1-1, contact departure. 2, airborne.
Right. We'll tell departure that... Oh, missed it. That we're airborne.
Plasma 1, airborne. 4 F-16s.
Plasma 1, Kunsan, departure. Depart heading 310. Resume on navigation.
310 and resume on navigation.
4, airborne.
Plasma 1-2, on my way.
And we will go to COM 6 for tactical. We don't need to talk to tower anymore. And verified gear up.
Plasma 1-3, on my way.
Okay, so the visor does work, only in VR.
Plasma 1-4, on my
Gotcha.
way.
Gotcha. Look at the anti-ice on auto. We're going through a cloud and... Look, even if it's super hot outside, but you still go through a cloud, just the speed of the air that's going in through the intake, it can still freeze all the moisture that's in there from the clouds. So anytime you're going through clouds, just a general rule of thumb, anytime you're flying through clouds, even if it's on a 100-degree day, you turn on that anti-ice. And especially since once you start climbing into cooler air, all that sitting moisture may not dry up, it just may crystallize and turn to ice. So nothing on the annunciator panel yet, and nothing on the master caution.
In position.
Turn that off, and then we'll get the jammer pod booted up. Oh man, we're still losing speed? Man, we are heavy. Okay, yeah, I am gonna need the visor up here. Up. visor. Because good lord, that sun I can't see. Cruise on. We'll press 0. That'll give us a caret right there to give us an idea of how fast we're supposed to be going in order to make the next steer point on time. So we're going to climb up to 22,000 feet. That'll be our cruising altitude. Alright. I'm just looking to see mode switch since the nose wheel steering... Right, was it nose wheel steering that changes your HUD if you hold it? If you press and hold? No, okay. So mode switch for like dogfight mode and things like that. And also for... Oh right. Like where's my cue, my head cue. Alright. We're about 22,000 feet as it stands. Get autopilot turned on. And as a helpful tool, as I get this all sorted out, we'll go to steer point. And then... Enter? Nope. Yeah, sequence. Okay, there we go. Sequence. For auto. That away. How close are we? It says 3 miles. So we're like right up on it. Yep. Okay. Alright, we'll let it do that while we... we're in nav mode, right? We'll keep this pace. Not too super concerned about being on time that much. We'll get there when we get there. Anyway, we'll list miscellaneous Himix sequence over. We'll make sure that the azimuth and elevation, azimuth and elevation, we have to press 0. So at center display, I'm just using the FCR cursor to move this cross to line up. Good. And then we're going to do roll. And the cursor is lined up, so we don't really need to do anything about that. There. Now our Himix is completely aligned. There's number 2. We can have that circle over there with link 16, which is why this is pretty useful. And really all we got going on now is we're just following the steer points. So we're going to time compress by 4 times. We'll turn off afterburner. Or you can save on some gas. For some reason I thought I saw flak. I have to look at that on the replay. Ooh. We're going to decrease speed. See that caret there? Oh, wait. A little bit faster. Okay. We'll go to cruise and let's extend out Hello. Let's turn off time compress. We have a bogey. Right there. An IL-76 at 24,000 feet. There we go. Got it. At least I had it. Go to Twiz. It's turning away. Let's see. We'll time compress and we'll see what happens. More bogeys coming in. Or I should say, yeah, bogey. A couple of MiG-21s. Heck yeah. Again, I don't see them. Yet. Jammer is ready. So they are climbing. These MiGs. So it goes 40, 80, and then 120 miles. Yeah, see, this is what I don't understand with the F-16 radar since 4.37. Like, I'm tilting the radar down between 24,000 and negative 25,000, but I still can't see the MiG-21s. RWS. Switch radar modes, let's see if we can find them. And then with AWACS, we'll go ahead and check in.
Dragnet 3, Plasma 1-1, checking in.
They're not really coming for us. But this guy here, this IL-76, I mean, he's running away. And I don't even have them on my RWR, they're so low. My hope is that they just don't come and bite us in the rear. Man, I want to do a balance of power campaign so bad, but not having Link 16 anymore and just relying on data link, that's scary to me. I wonder if the IL-76 is in a pattern or something. I'm going to just extend. Okay, yeah, the MiG-21s are not interested in us at all. You know what? That's okay. However, this IL-76 is turning back in to us. Oh, shoot. Turn off time compress. Master arm is still on. So might be able to bag myself a bomber. We'll turn slightly to an intercept course. Let's see. Can I lock them up? Yeah. So we're almost in range. Alright, the cursor is blinking, meaning I'm in range and I can fire right now. Do I want to? No. This is an easy out, y'all. Easy out. Alright, we're almost like guaranteed the missile is going to impact them range. And there, yeah, there it is. Box 3.
1. Box 3 medium.
Once we pitbull, I'll give him the 1-2.
1. Pitbull.
Alright, we went pitbull, so
1. Box 3 medium.
give him the business.
1. Pitbull.
Okay. At this point, I don't need to keep them locked up anymore. However, I just want to make sure that we get some good hits. So you have the T, time to impact. Okay, first one hit. The second one was just to make sure. So 5, 4, 3. Yep. Okay. I don't want to hear that. Ah, yes. I love it. Finally, I get number 10. So what does that make me? I think a double ace. And it doesn't matter what that IL 76 was. All right, we're going to descend. We're getting very close. We'll level out at about 18,000 and then go from there. I don't need the visor anymore. At least, so I think. Alright, fuel tanks are almost empty, but once we get rid of these bombs, we'll be okay. Let's see. What kind of formation do we need?
Plasma. 1. Arrowhead. 2. 2. In position.
Oh, so I think we are in
4.
arrowhead
In
already.
position.
3.
Fine.
4.
Ladder.
3. In position. Plasma. 1. Go ladder. 2. 2. In position. 3.
4. Going ladder. 4. In position.
AAA radar up ahead.
3. In position.
Not much of a threat right now. Okay. Automatically switched. Let's kind of... let's get set up. Mr. Air to ground mode. Actually, maybe not. Let's stick to nav right now. Whoops. Yeah, I don't want to...
Altitude. Altitude.
Thank you. Turn on a jammer.
Caution. Caution.
Inlet icing. Okay, gotcha. We're okay. That's what it's there for.
Warning, warning,
God, the
warning,
kid-
warning.
Ejecting.
2.
3, request permission to engage. Round targets. Bullseye. 2, 8, 6, 9, 7.
Well, the AAA got me. We're coming down in the clouds. Here I thought it was going to be a simple thing. Oh. That sucks. You know, in mission, there's no need. Wait, how did number 2 get rescued, but I didn't? I technically went MIA. Okay, so it did hit, but the first one destroyed it enough, so that's fine. Oh. An SA-14, that's a heater. We had no clue that it was out there. SA-14 is either like a MANPAD or a small mobile SAM system, but I think it's a MANPAD. No way. We all got shot down. I didn't even look at that. Yes, what happened? I thought it would tell me what got them to. Oh, now it says that there's... Oh no, I don't want to add a package. I do want to add a package for Revenge. Yeah, so there's the AAA stuff. An SA-13, SA-13, no, SA-14? Okay, yeah, maybe SA-14 is a MANPAD. Yeah, because this is roundabouts where we were shot down. What a jip. I haven't been shot down in a long time. So looks like a couple of more Oka strikes are scheduled. Which I may not even fly at night. How am I A, supposed to see it, and B, weather's still in there. The question though is... battle. We want the Air Forces. We're looking for... what? Majo? What is this airbase? Oh, Haiju airbase. That it's only 30% operational anyway. Oh, I see. The runway has been repaired, so they want to strike the runway. All right. So Haiju airbase, that's what's being targeted. One MiG-21 is flying out of there. So I suppose it's an important target. So what's the loadout? GBUs for that one. And GPS bombs for that one. Yeah, I would much rather do the GPS bombs. Well, that changes things because I could stay high, and not have to worry about I might do that one at 1500 hours in like the dead of the morning. Yeah, 'cause if it's 5 hours away, yeah, that goes into the following day, local time, like 1 a.m. Wait, so what's their target then? Runway section. Yeah, maybe I'll do that, and I'll show you all how to do effective bombing. From altitude. Now, I don't know if these GBUs, what are they, GBU 31s? I don't know if they are heavy enough to cause any damage to the runway, but we can try. Especially because it's, what's the weather
Horizon up.
Yeah, the weather's still going to be poor. May not even see impact, but yeah, that's what's nice about those GBUs. You don't need a laser to guide them in from the targeting pod. You just program the GPS coordinates, make sure you select it in your steer point, and then let them loose. And they'll self-guide themselves to the GPS coordinates, accounting for wind deviation and stuff like that. So maybe that'll be the next one. But this one, I got shot down. And I was not expecting that. And I was only expecting AAA, like some simple AAA. Was not even thinking about MANPADS. Let's see. Might be under vehicles. No. Because it really doesn't, wonder. It's SA-13, but an SA-14 is what took me out. Yep. So, infantry. And nobody called out smoke in the air. Usually they'll say, you know, missile inbound or something if they spot it. But it appears that nobody spotted it, and therefore the entire flight got shot down, which stinks. Well, for the squadron, did we get our resupply yet? No. Not yet. And our loss rate is really bad versus our air kill rate. It's very bad. Now again, it says that we're going to get resupplied at 900 Zulu hours, but you have to factor in that we're waiting on the resupply aircraft to come in, and then also they have to unload and actually resupply the base. So it may take a couple of hours before we see an increase. Or maybe we already got more because we had 8 and I blew up and now there's 7. So who knows? Who knows? Well, I didn't blow up the what do you call? I'm just actually looking for what I shot down real quick. Ah, this is what I blew up. It's a transport aircraft. Oh! Fantastic. And then that's just a tanker. So I basically shot down a transport aircraft that was either transport or AWACS. Doesn't matter. That's the only good thing I got out of it, and why I wasn't so upset about getting shot down, because I at least did something. Let a couple of things let loose off the rails. And who knows what kind of impact that will have on what kind of impact that'll have on the enemy. Like fuel? Okay, maybe not yet. Supplies? Okay, nope. We'll see. It may have like a very minute effect. Alright, so here's the debrief that's going on right now. Very, very good progress. Very good progress. On the right flank, we have captured this city of Kongsi Dong. A major city was captured. This major city was captured right across the DMZ. Pyongyang town. Small towns along the way. And then on the left flank, we finally have broken through right here and have captured the major city of Tosan. So we got Tosan City. I don't know if it's in our actual objectives. Pretty sure this is a major objective for us. And this would probably be a major objective, as well as this and all of this. I wonder if we can find the objectives in game. I don't think we can. But anyway, it took 5 days to get across the DMZ and actually start capturing stuff. An interesting benchmark. And with more forces on the way. Okay, I think I've talked on enough about this failure. Getting shot down doesn't feel great. But whatever. I'll see you on the next one though. And this is Call Sign Scooter, and I'm signing out. And I'm still back and forth on whether or not I want to continue to do this in VR due to performance issues or in 2D. I don't know. And then also, for Master of Command, still kind of back and forth on whether or not to continue that series or not. It has picked up a couple of views in the last couple of weeks, and generally that's not very good. Not very good. I know people are watching it. I don't know how much. I didn't look at the statistics yet, but currently I'm about to finish the Austrian campaign to unlock all of the other armies in there, and then I'll probably move on to England and give that one a go, and maybe I'll record that one all the way through. Still on the fence about it, and still on the fence about uploading those, just due to interest in general. People, at least subscribers and non-subscribers on this channel, tend to like Falcon and DCS more than Master of Command, which is totally fine. So I'll play Master of Command on my own time. But yeah, that's just kind of a small update. Don't know what I'm going to do with Master of Command. At least in terms of uploading. For BMS, still chugging along. Yeah, still chugging along. So far, so good, and I don't know. I like it's just between VR and 2D is what I'm on the fence about. Do I want to continue to do VR? Do I want to continue to do just on a laptop screen and call it a day? It didn't seem like the ones in 2D, at least when I recorded in 2D, I got a lot of traction. So, I don't know. And then I also did see that Falcon BMS 4.38 did get its first update, and it addressed a lot of the VR performance issues. So I might change over to that, might not. Again, I'm on the fence on that. Especially with the Quest 2 and my rig as it stands right now. I may just stick with 4.37 again and still try to finish this campaign and then move on to something else. And as it stands, I can't quite afford to buy a beefier rig right now. And that's sad, but I'm still fine with what I have. Or I should say, still okay with what I have. But I'm liking how this campaign is turning out so far. I haven't gotten this far in years past. So, proud of that achievement. I'm proud of that milestone that got past day 4. And then day 5, seen some interesting progress. Some very interesting progress. Alright, again, I may have signed out already, but I'm going to just say it one more time. This is Callsign Scooter, and I'm signing out. And thank you all to the fellow pilots, and also the ones in the support roles, the mechanics, and those that keep the planes running. Still appreciate you. I'm sorry that I didn't get this one back, and also apologize on the last one that I dinged it up, and that one needed to be repaired. My bad. I'm trying to do better and get better. But thank you all for the support. See you on the next one.